You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go. Throw shade, that's a no. Go high, go low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, me more. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try to speak up, can't say none. Try to dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Non-human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Drawing number 7, East Bordeaux. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up.
All right, so I'm on the air for about 15 minutes. Let me just make sure you can hear me. All right, shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I thought I better come on, do a quick live, 10, 15 minutes, let y'all know I'm doing okay. I'm busy tonight. I may get a break in about, I don't know. You know what? It's like 10:15 now, and I snuck out, to come to my studio office here. But I have something else that I have to do, and it's going to take maybe another hour or two. So it might run to midnight. I'm not so sure. All right. But I'm good. I wanted to come on, say hello to the mob, all my other bears. Please hit the like, subscribe, share, email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. By the way, some of you have done just that. Email. I have been reading your emails all day long. From this morning saying good morning. Let's see. Okay. So let me give you guys a quick update on this CCB. I have heard, and I told you that, let me just pull up real quick. Okay. That this recent CCB that was filed, it has the same verbiage and allegation of using their copywritten music. That is absolutely false. Let me see if I can find this here. Here we go. Search real quick. So that claim was just filed 10 days ago. And let me go to the case details. All right. So this person has been notified that it's a compliance and direction to serve. Okay. Unlike the previous one. And again, this claim is bogus because the same videos that they are claiming including that little 5-second one, the giggle, the laugh. There is no music. This person does not care whether they tell the truth or not. The whole idea is to delay. But this time they say repeated unauthorized broadcast, which prominently features this Montana instrumental. Okay? That's not true. That's not true. It's absolutely false. All right. So this person can misrepresent. They can, compile things. They can put things together so that they create a fake paper trail. And again, this is the same verbiage that they use with all about the trees is why theirs went through so quickly. So their claim is that I'm using that Montana music. Even 2 years ago? So it's bogus, is what I'm saying. I have a couple of things that I can do. I can either wait to be served and then something be scheduled. I don't know how long this takes. There's a review panel. It takes 3 people on it. Or I can opt out. If I opt out, they must bring that case before a federal court. Okay. Again, the whole idea is to keep those videos down. And I read in a latest post, one of these posts that went out, that said something to this effect, that it's not the voice because they're on with the voice. It's not the laugh. Tell me then why strike 5 seconds that does not contain any copyright infringement and claim and make the bogus, fraudulent claim of use of their music. Again, they're going to put that for because it worked with All About the Trees. I need to make that clear. All About the Trees, when she was playing some of their videos, that music was underneath. I have yet to play on any of my videos any of that Montana music. I have licensed through Epidemic Sound to play music. Her music isn't on their playlist that I'm aware of. I don't like necessarily any of her music. So she must be either familiar with how to work with someone to produce these little tracks, okay, by purchasing, you can purchase someone's different beats if you want and mix them and put something out and call it yours. All right. Whatever she's done, I'm not interested in any of her music. Any of her music. She is not a musician. She is not an artist. She can barely make content that is not or that is hers. She is unoriginal. She is. She copies, she follows, she downloads. She is the one. She is the one who says people take from her members and post it up. Okay? She is the one who takes people's content day in and day out, post it. She's on all day and all night searching, looking for records. Just because I see a post in members, if I want to give commentary on it, I can. You know why? It's fair use, plus it's transformative, plus a number of her member comments are about other content creators. True or not, her posting up Jaguar rights, different records or whatever, that's not her content. And I heard Jaguar Wright say something, everybody's eating off of Jaguar Wright. Everybody's making money off of her. So she is unoriginal. And the majority of her major platform is all Jaguar Wright. I don't know who this new person is. I honestly, because I have not been watching her videos, but I saw in the members some kind of comment about somebody. Would somebody tell me who this person is? I just want to know, just to be familiar. Let's see. Let me go out. It's like old Larry or something like that. Let's see here. Because you know what? She has fraudulently posted that PPO. That was unlawful. So do not patronize me with your unlawful behavior. And when it comes to her, she doesn't want anyone on this platform, even if it's transformative, and especially me, to make any commentary, anything. I could just do this. Wait a minute. Let me stop the screen. Let's put this one up. Hang on. Like I said, I just want to come on real fast. I could do this. I could do this. Black screen. I could even make it really black as gray right now. She can talk about anyone who she wants to. She can look up police reports, PPOs, post things about people, post their family, post everything. Okay? And she says it's content for her. Now, I said I was going to, wait a minute. Let's see. I'm not worried about her CCB stuff because, well, it's fraud. Let's see. Let me switch over to Unwind with Teddy. And shout out to the mom. I said it real quick. Let me switch this up. All right. So would somebody tell me who is 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙐? Who is 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙐? That's just how much I've been following any of this. But I do want to know, who is 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙐? Anybody? Is that a content creator? If you know, since I'm asking, who is 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙐? Shout out to Gibapaya, Vicky Black. Let's see who else. Mimi Twin. I don't listen to Jag's content. I don't listen to hers. I look at posts as they pop up in my feed. McClurg says she's desperate, purchasing. Yes, she has zero talent. She can't sing. Her voice is like chalk on a chalkboard. Yes. Let's see. And thank you for supporting RunTellThatToo. You are appreciated. McClurg, we've got Jinx. Okay. Who is Old Dusty? Who is Old Dusty? And so we got a troll. Who is Old Dusty? Who is Old Dusty? Okay. She can't hold a note. If that's her voice, she can't hold one bar. I've never heard her sing. So please don't patronize me. What she can blow is probably not a note. Okay. Let's see. She can blow smoke up somebody else's behind, but not mine. Hashtag criminal, hashtag facts, hashtag. And like I said, so she puts up there, I use my voice all the time. I didn't strike it for that. Tell me why then did you strike 5 seconds of laughter if you don't want it to be out there? Why did you strike Daniel Elizabeth Allen voice compared to yours? Because it was in both, it sound very similar. You don't want it to be out there. Is there any other reason that you wouldn't strike it? Then you would leave it up. You would leave it up. And I also understand, can somebody give me an update, please? Who, when, where, and how did she say Danielle Elizabeth Allen has 4 children? How would she know that? How would she know that? How do you know that, Danielle? That's kind of private, personal information. So that would mean she has had her child. You in touch with her, or are you? That's what I want to know, because you haven't debunked anything saying that somebody has 4 children and they wouldn't have time to be on YouTube and all of that. You haven't proved anything. That doesn't prove anything. What you have proved is you're up all day and all night, not just worrying about one content creator, multiple content creators moving in and out of beefs with people. I'm not into those beefs. I have but one with you. I want to find your identity. I don't care who finds her first. I really don't. I said this was going to be quick. Okay. I simply, at this point, do O'Grady or whatever this person is, whoever they are, if they could find her tonight, I would say, bravo, my hat's off. Whoever has the information, go for it. Just go for it. Again, I am trying to make this a very, very, very quick live. Who else is in with us on with RunTellThatToo? Let me put this. Let's stop this. Okay. Let's go back. Let's see. So we've got Eagle Seeds of Greatness Ministry Bibles. Yes, it is 10:30. And yes, just say it loud and proud and just speak the truth, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. So this O'Grady or whatever their name is, it could be Roscoe. It doesn't matter. Okay. She can find anything on anybody. O'Grady, O'Roscoe, O'Leary, it doesn't matter. She can look up divorce papers, PPO. She can post them on anybody. But the one thing she has not been able to do is debunk that she is not Danielle Elizabeth Allen. Okay. So what? Jinx. So his name is Odell. I don't know who a new boyfriend. Okay. So Jaguar writes boyfriend, new boyfriend. Okay. So apparently, whatever. O'Grady, in the VIP membership live receipts. I haven't even watched it, but I guess it's something about your ex-wife or a PPO being filed or something. And I guess that person, this person, here's my point. My point is this. She has all this personal information on all these people. She has this advantage because she is anonymous. Somebody out there knows her. She does not want my videos of Danielle Elizabeth Allen up. They don't belong to her. No copyright. But she wants to delay the process. So I get it. It's showing, Danielle. It's showing. Your reaction says it all, Danielle. Your behavior to everything that I've talked about with Danielle Elizabeth Allen, the only person you cannot debunk. Anybody else, O'Grady, O'Granny, whoever, she can find people's information overnight. She can track people. If you go to her website, it's a fact. So on her website, whatever she has paid for, she can tell when people come to her website, whatever they click on. Okay. She can tell you basically the server or whatever. Then she can do her little comparisons. All right. And then what she says is somebody's stalking her. Nobody's stalking you. If you look at her track record on all the people since 2021, it's the same MO. It's a bunch of fake emails, okay, accounts, fake names, impersonations, striking people, trying to take people out because she is afraid of anyone who can stand up to her. If you weren't, you would just clearly let any other content creator just be, but you won't do it. And then she says, oh, this person couldn't strike me. Their strike didn't go through, or that person's strike didn't go through. So she's concerned about strikes on her channel, but yet and still she can put almost, we're approaching 200 strikes on my channel. My channels. That means apparently I got the right family, and I really think It must be you. Haven't proved it yet, but I'm telling you, you haven't debunked it, Danielle. How do you know she has 4 kids? Ask yourself that. Ask, how can she come out allegedly and say that she has 4 children? Where did she get that information from? You've been following her. You absolutely have been following or had been following the youngest one, Faith Allen. Facts. I've got the receipts. It's facts. All she can do against me is when I put up something. I put up a photograph last week. Now it's over a week. Somebody in a peacock blue jumpsuit or a blue, whatever it is, turquoise, so, teal blue color. I covered up the face. All you could see was the chin. You couldn't even see the full bottom lip. You could just see maybe 1/16 of the lip, if that, just the color. You could see a little bit of this person's forehead. This was after she struck my channel on the 19th. Okay? Then 2 days later, I put that up. She reacted so strongly the next day. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence, or is there something to that? It's your reaction, because there should have been nothing that I talked about. All I said is, who should be able to tell? Can anybody tell from the photo? Can you identify it? Houdini? I didn't even say her name. Apparently, you must be Houdini got mad because she knew. If she knew anything about that picture and she talked about it, it would really give her away. Now, she could come and say, oh, Danielle Elizabeth Allen, that's Monique Tolbert's daughter, just from an orange jumpsuit. Mm-hmm. That would mean that you were familiar with that picture, because Tells did not say her name. I did not say her name before she. I'm talking about before the interrogation. Just putting up that jumpsuit in 2022, at the end of 2022, because it wasn't until March of 2023 that I brought forth that 17-second of that interrogation. And ever since, I've done that comparison of the voice. She says, it's not me, it's not me. If it's not you, then what you worried about? If it's not you, the voice comparing A to B, why did you strike it? Explain. That doesn't belong to you. That's not copyright. And it certainly is transformative. Asking questions. So you did not create that video. You did not create that series. That you, Danielle, said that you were going to take that story and make it your own and hijack the story before I could come out with the interrogation, because you wanted to get ahead of it $250 to the first person who can obtain the DVD. You were desperate then. I think you're desperate now because you know that I must be onto something, because you would not be reacting so strongly to what I've done on this platform. Why are you trying to silence this platform? You have taken my channel down 8 times, almost 200 strikes. Period. Point blank. And yes. And yes. So what was it about that picture? That could be anyone. Do you know who that is, Houdini? Is it something about that? I don't think you should be familiar with that picture. Unless you know that person. Do you know who that is? Because your reaction set it off. Because the very next day, what does she do? She decided to touch a family member. That's right. She said, "You'll know that you got it right, baby, when I go up and down your family tree." It had been over a year. Okay. What she does, it might not qualify, I'll just say it like that, as a specific crime, with a number. But she has been harassing me. There is harassment laws. Okay. That's facts. I don't care what she says, how many times she flips the script, how many times she tries to convince the revengers. She doesn't want the truth to be heard by all these new people, and it bothers her. If it didn't, she would go on about, "Leave my videos alone." She said it's a delay tactic. It's a paper trail. Put it up. That too will fail. Because if I want to take it off the CCB federal court, you're going to have to come up with some money and you're going to have to show up. So she doesn't care about that. All she wants is a delay. Do you see what her strategy is? And though I'm talking in this tone, I am not. Let me tell you this, guys. Those videos can be reproduced, okay? I can produce more videos. Okay. There's something about the voice. She says, "There's nothing about my voice. I use my voice every day." You don't want that side-by-side comparison of you saying "you" and other phrases. Now that you've heard that from Danielle Elizabeth Allen. Yeah, you use your voice every day. But you've listened to that interrogation tape too. I think absolutely 100% I think you are quite familiar with that family. Yes, if it's not her, it's a person that is very close in that family, a friend, another family member, somebody either married into the family. She knows that family. I'm talking about the person on this platform because she cannot debunk it. She can't. That's the one thing. Oh, yes, you cannot debunk Danielle Elizabeth Allen. Not at all. And don't say because you can't find her, you can find her and everybody else that she wants to find. Oh, Grady, oh, I said, oh, Grady, oh, Granny, whoever. Mm. All right, so I've been on a half an hour. I said a few things. I talked about the CCB, the next step to serve me, whether or not I decide to opt out or just go to the board and play some of her videos and show them not a peep of any Montana instrumental is on any of my videos. So it's all fraudulent because that's what she's claiming. That's a laydown. There is no music, but it worked for All About the Trees. By the way, I don't know how far it went with All About the Trees and the music, if she pursued it or not. Did it ever close? I don't know. I didn't follow it. But that part, I know about the music. So she said, aha, I know what to get this to go through. I'll just say she uses my copyright music. And with music, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, she doesn't have to do any homework. She can just lie and say it's on there and then wait. Because she is that pathological liar that she is. Yep. Period. I don't care what she says. The receipts don't hold up. She has no receipts. Not when it comes to me. She can make up receipts. She can, put up bogus forms. She can fill out and say that she's somebody else. Why did she want that video down? Calling into the police and saying that she's my niece and that she's from Indiana. What part of that video that was taken by the dispatcher and is public, if you do a Freedom of Information Act, that she has copyright to? That's one of the videos. She doesn't want people to know. She said she's from Indiana. Who else is from Indiana? Danielle Elizabeth Allen. Grandparents, father, family have ties to Indiana. Period. I have receipts. She can't deny it. All she can do is try to wipe away the receipt so you won't hear it on YouTube. Ask her, why did you strike that one? She's not going to answer it. There's no copyright to it. Mhm. She doesn't want it to be heard, period. Danielle on this platform said, when caught off guard, where you calling from, ma'am? Indiana. Oh, yeah? Danielle 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙚𝙚 said how much she enjoyed her trip to Indiana and how long it was. She must have been visiting her grandparents, in Indiana. Mhm. Of all the places, why not Colorado? Yeah. So again, put together everything, not just one single thing. Compile it. She says she's been dropping breadcrumbs. She can't debunk it. She won't debunk it. She can't do it. That challenge has been out there over a year and a half. She says, it's not my job to do it. Then why do you take it down? You're behaving like it's you. You're familiar with that family. Not only you talked about the wedding, you talked about babies, you talked about family, can't anybody see that there is a link? She's linked to that family. Whether or not you're DEA, I've said it before, you're linked to that family. And yes, she makes bogus police calls. She disguises her voice, and sometimes, she sounds a different way. When she wants to. That's right. Period. Why does she ride so hard for DEA? Are you her friend? Are you her relative? You know Danielle 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙚𝙚. I believe you do. I think you must have been in touch with her, because her Instagram, after you posted everything, it suddenly got scrubbed of what? Name change, and things start disappearing and different changes. She must be listening to, is she an Avenger? Is she an Avenger? Is that what it is? Or Revenger? No. Yes, she disguises her voice. What does she call it? I'm just talking facts. Yeah. So that's the update on the CCB. Don't know. Let's see. Let me go back out and look here. Notice of compliance and direction to serve. So on the 26th, okay. So she has to put her signature, print her name and her title. Whoever's going to serve, however, I don't know how this goes. But it has to come from somewhere. Has to come. This has to come from somebody. Whether it's by mail, hand delivered, personal delivered, whatever. Okay, before I go, what is this? Joanne says 2 things in common are that D and DEA are hiding. I don't know if Danielle Elizabeth, sometimes I wonder because after all of this, you mean to tell me this person hasn't heard that her name is being talked about, that she's being talked about? I mean, Monique Tolbert heard, listen, guys, Monique Tolbert was informed the same night that Nosy Whole Life went on her platform. It was a miracle. Her cousin was listening. Called from Texas. That's where her cousin said. No. Monique Tolbert said, my cousin from Texas. My cousin? Yes, your cousin. That's what she said. Called when Nosy Whole Life asked her, well, how did you know about this? Because it was gonna be does all about the tea. That's what I think she was about to say. Because Danielle on this platform tried to debunk it. Tried to debunk it. She said she wasn't about to say all about the tea. How do you know what she was about to say? Did you call Miss Tolbert? Did you call Miss Tolbert? She was about to say, in my opinion, and it wasn't just me. A lot of people heard her say it. Because she's from, it just rolled off almost. And then she caught herself. Just like Danielle on this platform when she called into the police and he asked the dispatch, and where are you calling from, ma'am? Indiana. Because that's the first thing that she could think about, because it was right there, because it's there, because it's true. I think a connection to Indiana could be a half sister, could be a cousin. It's somebody that she knows. Indiana. It's Indiana, folks. Yeah, she struck that when she took it down, but it's still Indiana. It's Indiana. But she doesn't want her voice to say Indiana. She doesn't want people to hear Indiana. Why? What are you afraid of? If it's not true, it wouldn't mean anything. Because it's not copyright. So why else did you take it down? I mean, guys, we're talking about her calling in, falsifying, saying that she's Stacy on this tape. So, Stacy, you don't want people to hear you, Stacy? That you said you're a niece and that you're from Indiana and that you hadn't heard from me since the flood, since the hurricane? That's why you're mad. Yes, she is a pathological. It's true. I have the receipts. I can just play lie after lie after lie. She's no different than when Donald Trump got up there the other night. Somebody said it was 33 lies. I think she's got Donald Trump beat. What you think? I think you got Donald Trump beat, Danielle. Lie after lie after lie. Yes, you got Donald Trump beat. What did he say he's going to do, though, when he gets back in office the first day? He's going to deport them all. What, the Great Lakes hurricane? That's right, Teddy. Yes, he's going to throw them all out. He's going to throw them all out. All of the criminals, he said, all the terrorists. Do you think he's going to be able to do that the first day he takes office? Oh, you don't think he's going to be the next president, do you? Y'all keep believing if they don't hurry up and do something. Because apparently, just like Donald Trump, being a felon doesn't mean anything. My clerk says, yes, no, seriously. No, part of it's entertainment. 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙣 says, Teddy, I think he will be. I do. If you listen to Nosy Whole Life, she says, no, I don't like Trump, but I'm a vote for him. What's wrong with you people? Nosy Whole Life wants to know. If you can't see it, yeah, I listened to. She gave her review, a little bit of the debate. That is a firecracker. Okay. Joanne says, yes, that's a federal crime again. Illegal use of electronic communication facility device impersonating. You know what? See, the problem with the FBI, they're so busy. They don't have time for this little stuff. They really don't. And every now and then, a few people that they thought was little potatoes get through the cracks or jump over a wall or go under the wall or around the wall, however they get over the wall. I heard there was a joke about the wall. Okay, so it's a joke, guys. Something about, so yeah, I don't want to hear this joke. It's a clean joke. The punchline, y'all want to hear the punchline? I could tell this joke, but it's the truth. Somebody responded to me. No, somebody responded to me this joke. Okay. I've been playing some Trump and Biden stuff, right? I said Trump said he was going to build the wall. Did it work? So a lot of people have been responding. I've a lot. I've never had so many likes on one video. One little short. People being engaged. So one guy says, he's not finished with the wall. That's why it didn't work. Or that's why it doesn't work. Give me some Gatorade. I'm supposed to be off the channel. But I guess I'm having so much fun that it means I'm going to have to stay up even later when I get off this microphone. Ask Bannon. Isn't he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna serve some time, right? Because Bannon couldn't get a judge. Bannon couldn't get a judge to, say no, you don't have to come in. Okay. What is this? C says, Teddy, your short received great views. Yes. It was on the issue of immigration. Yes. How one is going to handle it. But even Jake Tapper, he has, somebody said, finally, CNN, ask a fair question. Oh. I was going to say New York, right? The mayor, Eric Adams. Wait a minute. It's the 4th of July coming out, right? That's what's coming up. So, Eric Adams recently sat down with Fox 5, okay? And inside of New York City's migrant crisis, when Trump said they are staying at some of these fancy.
Well, it's been nearly 8 months since Midtown's Roosevelt Hotel, which had closed in 2020, was reopened by the city as an asylum seeker arrival center. Since then, thousands of migrants have passed through the doors. Recently, I got a chance to go inside the facility, a very rare chance. And then I sat down with Mayor Adams and other officials about how the city is grappling with this unprecedented crisis.
Welcome to the New York City Arrival Center. All asylum seekers coming into New York City each day will come through that same doorway there.
And how many people have you processed so far since it began in 2021?
At the New York City Arrival Center here, we've registered more than 70,000 asylum seekers since we opened this site in May of this past year.
It doesn't seem that busy today. Is this what it normally looks like, or do you usually have a lot more people sitting in that waiting room?
Yeah, the arrival center gets busier as the day goes on.
I just want to pause it right there. So this is the Roosevelt Hotel, okay? Had been closed and they're going to be doing remodeling. This is one of the sites that they are there. I think Nosy Whole Life said she was in New York, right? She's in New York. And she said something about having a little procedure. And she decided that she was going to stay in a hotel, a nice hotel. Nosy Whole Life says she went into the hotel and it was full of people, yes, in only her words. Nosy Whole Life said she asked for her money back. She said kids were running down the hall, families crying. You'll have to go and listen to what Nosy Whole Life had to say. But no, watch this. Chandeliers, crystal. There was another politician who said he came here as an immigrant, worked his way. He said when he came here, he wasn't put up in a swanky hotel. I'm just saying swanky, okay? He wasn't given all of this, you know, the first day that he arrived. He said he had to work, find a, you know, little apartment or whatever. He had to stay with family. And now Eric Adams, this is happening in New York. Now he's saying it's too much. He's saying it's full. He's saying I need help. He's saying New York is overflowing. Watch this.
The Roosevelt Hotel has become a symbol, and depending on who you talk to, it's debatable whether it's a hopeful symbol. Outside, mopeds and motorcycles line the sidewalk, the unspoken side hustle of working food deliveries while awaiting shelter. Dr. Ted Long is helping with the processing of migrants, and he gave me a rare tour inside the hotel. So how often, when you give these migrants a choice to go to somewhere else, do they take you up on that offer?
1 out of every 4 that enters that front door will leave within 24 hours because with our help, we've enabled them to complete their journey, whether that's finding and staying with friends and family in New York City or finding and staying with friends and family in another city across the country. Will help them to get there. So this is our cafeteria. We had this initial issue of how do we create a meal that would be what somebody would want if you're coming from Venezuela, Senegal, or the Ukraine?
No, you got to hear this, guys. You listen to what he's going to say. So the hotel is serving food, right? They're giving them, nice, laying it out. But listen to who's complaining. They want what they like to eat. That's okay. But listen, just listen.
That's what we've heard. Sometimes they don't like the food that you're serving because they're not accustomed to it.
Exactly. So we did a survey of everybody. Everybody disliked the same meal and the most popular meal.
Which was that? What's the least
what
liked?
What do you think?
The least liked and the most liked.
The least liked was roast beef. No.
So there was a vote. They don't eat, the Venezuelans and the different ones said, no, we don't want roast beef. Okay. So they scrapped all the roast beef. I think they wanted Italian. Listen.
Nobody likes roast beef. And the most liked genre of food?
Pizza.
Italian food. Very good.
That's perfect. We win. Manuel Castro, the commissioner of the city's immigrant affairs, is trying to acclimate the migrants, but at the same time, he's frustrated too. Do you see it getting any quieter or people dissipating? Are they still coming to our city?
Look, we've said this time and time again, this is not sustainable. We had to do this because it's an emergency. I mean, a lot of people are coming in that have no idea what's going on. They were just giving a bus ticket to come here or a plane ticket to come here, and then they don't know where else to go.
So it's not just a meal and a cot. It's a luxury. While they're waiting to get placed, 𝘿𝙖𝙣𝙣 says, oh my God, whatever happened to beggars can't be choosers? I get it, on some level. But now it's like, no, I want you to, bring in some pizza, lasagna, Italian. Come on. There's people on the streets begging. If you go over, some children in Africa have never had chicken to eat. It's a luxury to get roast beef. They eat beans and rice and barely get some food. This is happening all over the world. And here we are in the U.S., in New York City. They are being bussed in, luxury accommodations, some of them, while they are waiting in some of these luxury hotels. They are. And then they're complaining about the food.
You talk about that you came here as a young child, your family migrated here. What was the difference from your family's migration to how these families are being treated right now?
When I came here with my family, we didn't get much support.
You got probably nothing.
We got nothing. We came here to stay with an aunt that was already living in New York, and we struggled through those many years at the beginning to find work, find housing, etc. I mean, it's hard to settle here as an immigrant, but once you get over those initial challenges, it's beautiful. It's great to be in the city, and this is why so many people keep coming.
And poll after poll finds New Yorkers angry at the federal government and their lack of help in fixing this crisis. Mayor Adams has gone to D.C. more than 10 times, pleading for help with what could be a $12 billion cost over the next 3 years. Right.
Did you hear that? Just in New York, Mayor Eric Adams complaining it could be up to the tune of $12 billion over the next few years. What about the New Yorkers who are complaining? What about them? And you know what? So I was listening to their debate, and every African American person who heard Trump say they're taking Black jobs had the same reaction. The ones that I've spoken to. What are Black jobs? But anyway, so he's saying the lower, what? Kind of, do I have a, no. What was Trump really saying?
Right now, New York City is on its own, running out of money and out of room.
We're getting close to anywhere from 2,500 to peaking at 4,000 a week.
Did you hear what he said? Getting up to 4,000 a week in New York alone. And they haven't stopped. They're busing. He said they're bursting at the seams. So this is one of the reasons that they have to, I guess, basically sequester these hotels, certain ones, and say we need them right now. Where else? I mean, where are they going to put them out in the streets? No. We already have a crisis of people, staying and sleeping in the streets. And by the way, if you hadn't heard, what? The Supreme Court just the other day, there's a law about sleeping out in the streets now. Okay. Let's finish this one up and then I can say goodbye.
What happens when there's no more room? I mean, we're almost at capacity now, right?
No, we're there. We're there. We're not just saying we're out of room as a soundbite. We're out of room, literally. People are going to be eventually sleeping on the streets.
Okay, what would it take for you to close the front door?
I don't have the authorization to tell people they can't come into New York
Why
City.
not?
It's against the law. It's against the law.
But everybody keeps talking about sanctuary city, that we're not using it the way that it was originally intended.
And I agree. We cannot by law tell someone if they come into the city, you can't come into the city. We can't even turn them over to ICE.
I know, we see that. There are crimes that are going on in the city that are migrant related, and there's no talk about that at all. Why not? Why can't the NYPD notify ICE?
The law states that we cannot notify ICE.
Did you see that? So it's a law. So this is one of the reasons when you hear the argument, well, some people who are coming here illegally, that they are committing crimes, that they are known to the law, but then they get released or they can't call ICE. This is what the mayor is saying. It's against the law. Listen.
I cannot break the law and enforce the law.
You can't break the
So
law.
what I think I'm confused about is, migrants have come to our city for years and years, decades, but they were not given a hotel room. They were not given food, clothing, cell phones.
Food, clothing. I get the food, clothing, hotel, cell phones. Listen.
Health insurance.
Health insurance. Do you know how many people right here in the US, people that work every single day that look like you and me, here in the US, citizens who don't have health care?
Stop it. Why can't you stop it?
We have never witnessed this level of migration in this hemisphere. Europe was dealing with this. But with the destabilization of Venezuela, we've never witnessed before. 7.5 million people in this hemisphere. So we are being inundated. And we have now moved into another phase of saying all of those services that you're talking about, that we're down to food, shelter, clothing. That's it. Because this is a national problem. It's unfair.
Now, Mayor Adams wants to say this is a national problem. This is unfair. It's because it's landed on his shore. It's landed in New York. He's had to bear the brunt of a lot of this immigration problem that's going on. So it's a national problem. New York now, Chicago now, Minneapolis, Texas, Florida, different parts. When it hits home and it hits a mayor, whether he's Democratic or a Republican, they all start sounding the same. Why? Because they have a budget and they've got to answer to the people in the city. And when those complaints come in, guess what? They're going to want him out of office and anybody else that isn't using the city's money, the taxpayers' money, to help repair some of the things that they are looking for. Listen, we got like less than a minute, I think.
For local municipalities and cities to handle this problem.
But the president says the border is secure. Is it?
Well, I don't know the definition of what they're using as secure. They
Would you say it was secure?
I think too many people are coming through.
She asked him, "Do you think the border is secure?" He's going to explain it. He says too many people are what?
Various pathways and cavities in our border. And we have to be extremely careful because not everyone that's coming is pursuing the American dream.
Yeah, we've been hearing that. Yeah. So this is a larger investigation on immigration that I'm working on for Fox Nation. It will be on Fox Nation in the next few weeks.
What did you think when you walked into the Roosevelt Hotel? Because I mean, we've asked so many reporters, like, right. Hey, can we get inside?
Right. It was very organized once you got inside. And, really? We were talking about it, how like when, you have guests over, you clean up your house before the guests arrive. I didn't know whether they cleaned up the house before we got there or whether like we hit a slow period when we walked inside. Mm-hmm. But it was very organized.
Tell that story to somebody else who's homeless and walking the streets. Tell it to some of the veterans who are struggling, okay? Are the borders secure or aren't they secure? Does it matter or doesn't it matter? Those are hard questions, and those are some of the things that Americans are concerned with, and that when they go to vote in November, they're going to be thinking about. One of the things beside the economy is they're going to be thinking about the immigration problem here in this country. It's not just Democratic. It's not just Republican. We all, there should be a bill, and it should be partisan, and there should be something done. Because too many people, and now they're pointing to, some of the problems, some of the crime. Not everyone who comes to this country is coming here because they want to do the right thing. There are a lot of people who definitely want to come and do the right thing, but there are some that don't want to do the right thing. That's why they are escaping, some of them. All right. So I've been on now an hour and 16, and boy, this was not short at all. Okay. I'll pay for it later. Please hit the like. Let me just throw this coffee cup up for some of you, because I'm going to have some coffee because I got to stay up for a while. Let's see. I'll put on air back up. Okay. This has been fair use commentary. Fair use. Yeah. If you want to rebut it, if you got something to say, you can email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Yeah, but join me sometime tomorrow. I can't say when. But yeah, let's wrap this up. Big bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Now, RunTellThatToo.
They was praying that I fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall, young nigga finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall off. Stood 10 toes, never fall, young nigga finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena. Are you niggas just Look, I'm a rock star in real life. We was doing Grand Theft Autos, hitting licks, home invasions. It was a good night. Take the goods to the plug, then he bring us back by 2K. Feeling like a baller, see the Jordan on. Like so. Yeah.
Still got this
Just walk with
rap
us.
music up.
Conscious.
Let me
Talk
see
with us.
this number.
See, we be painting pictures and we be writing scriptures. Right. You know, yeah. We was in the heights. OG tried to sell me Cartiers. With my crown, we some kings like a card in solitaire. Sticking to the script, that's what got us here. If you in the way, we stepping down like a barber chair. We was all downstairs, Molly vibes till the smoke was clear. Nephew came in, told him, boy, yo, go upstairs. Listen for the kids, yeah, cover ears. Had to put in order all of my fears. Now when I step out, I'll be well prepared. Yo, pop out anywhere, yeah, we was never scared, yeah. We was everywhere, yeah, but you was never there. People love to compare shit, but we just never cared. We just always did our thing. Every year we took the stairs. Back when Bill ain't have a bed, we will always volunteer. Now we young pioneers, yeah, they see us switching gears. We some future billionaires, repping Brooklyn everywhere. So it's RIP to Pop, they know the smoke will never clear. Word. Still on track, never off the trail. Always bounce back, yeah, we still prevail. Got our weight up, now we tip the scale. Now we way up and we living well. All we do is win. when they wanna see us fail. Me and Dell back to back like we Chip and Dale. Now the price is going up and the ticket sales. All we do is show and prove, we don't kiss and tell. Head to your lip, we honoring the code. I'm known to go beast, can't compete when I'm in that mode. Catch me in a bubble, moose knuckle for the winter cold. Corner stories and they all posted with a liquor sold. 40s and shorties, HNIC, we move with aggression, learn lessons in the NYC. I'm from where you see a baddie, you just say Ben Aki. Bumping Hove in the club and I ain't need no ID. They ain't think we make it, they had no idea. We just keep it coming like it's diarrhea. Posted in them galleries, always been them overseas. Price going up like a slice in a pizzeria. Back when we was managed by the homie Pia, went from overlooked to overbooked, and now he never see us word. Here I go again, like his mama Mia, flying out the JA, about to stay in ultra real. Still on track, never off the trail. Always bounce back, yeah, we still prevail. Got our weight up, now we tip the scale. Now we way up and we living well. All we do is win, they wanna see us fail. Me and Dell back to back like we Chip and Dale. Now the price is going up and the ticket sales. All we do is show and prove, we don't kiss and tell.
Yeah,